This is probably one of my favorite cowboy shots. Just the feeling of it tells a story in itself. It's at the very end of the day, long, hard day. They've been riding and herding some wild horses that we have shots of other places. But this is Barney and Doug. They were two best friends that worked together on this ranch. This was a large, very beautiful, actually a very famous ranch, very old, very famous ranch. There actually had been a couple Marlboro commercials shot on this ranch. Um, as a matter of fact, the guy on the right hand side with the blue vest, that's Doug. He was unbelievably good looking cowboy, rugged looking cowboy, and he had been actually um, considered to be the Marlboro Man at one point. And there's other pictures you'll see of him where there's one I shot where he's on this red stucco background and he's looking at you, and you can just see Marlboro Man written all over him. But again, a very kind man. Both of them are very nice guys. They've been over backwards working with me. And one of the things I noticed in this picture that I love so much, this was like I said, in New Mexico, right on the Colorado border. From the ranch, it ran up into nearly Colorado there. But one of the things I noticed is they're both wearing the tall top boots. They call them the Buckaroo boots. They're the 22-inch tall tops on them, and that's the way they wear them. They wear them with the pants down in them. Not every cowboy, but in certain areas. And this is kind of what they call Buckaroo style. And that's they kind of got this idea of I just dropped $800 or $1,000 on this pair of boots. I'm not going to hide them, and of course they'd be wearing the spurs. I can see the spurs here with the jingle bobs hanging on them down there that make the ringing noise as they walk. And I can just hear him walking down through there now, making that. It was so quiet that morning. I can hear those jingle bobs ringing against the rowels. And but anyway, this that was a beautiful horse. This was Doug's personal horse, and they were just walking it down this road to a little stable on the left hand side down there. And the lighting was I just kind of followed them and just started shooting as we went down through there. And it's just the peacefulness that makes me think of why cowboys are cowboys. Um, they don't hardly make nothing. Most cowboys, they're lucky. Back when I was working with the Cowboys, they were lucky if they made $400 a month with a free place to live. And but they didn't go out to get rich. They didn't go out to really make money. They did it. Most of them is because they don't want to be in society. They don't want to be around people. They would rather be with animals and horses and fellow cowboys than they would the good life in the city. And so most of them are very shy, very hard to get in with. Most of them don't trust you when you walk up. They can see through you like a glass wall, and and so again, I think of everything they kind of all of them did with me. We'd go out on cattle drives and stuff, and they'd always play all these tricks on me of maybe give me the baddest horse that they got, or some kind of something. Always that they would sit around at night and they'd crack up laughing and talking about the pranks they pull on me. But that was part of it. I got used to that. Even one time they put me on one of the horses that threw me through a wooden fence, and I broke all the boards out and went through the fence into the field. And so, yeah, they really got it cracked up on that one. And, yeah, my bones cracked up. So I don't, it's just, but it was, you just never knew what they, and I always had to stay like I was in a good nature about it. I never wanted to act like I was mad. But anyway, this one here, of course, it's got a great verse in Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you, not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. That is a very calming verse when you sit there and you apply that, and when he personally, for one thing, there's different places in the Bible where the Lord will claim that he knows you and he wants you to know him personally. And the word know in the Bible has a much deeper meaning than us just saying the word know. I mean, it's an intimate way that he knows you, And so when it says here, that I know the plans that I have for you, I mean, when you think about that, that's really powerful. That, I mean, he's naming you, that he's got these plans for your life. And again, this picture just, I mean, it just kind of goes hand in hand with the peacefulness of what this verse brings you. And anyway, it was a great job putting these two together, and it'll be a gorgeous poster.